Right, I'm here with the Yamaha Tenere 700 and this is a technical review. I'm Vanessa, the girl on a bike. If you don't already follow me, make sure you hit subscribe and check out my other social media channels. So I'm out in Sardinia with Dainese on the Expedition Master and we have been riding the Tenere all week. We've done about 1,300 kilometers with a massive mix of on and off-road. So I'm going to be talking about some of the stuff that you need to know about this bike, and at the end I'll tell you whether I would want one of these in my garage. So first thing I really want to mention about the Tenere is I think the Yamaha have gone off on their own little direction with this bike as far as a rally adventure motorcycle, and I think it's in a very good way. So most of the manufacturers are typically going for bigger engines, more technology, more weight, but Yamaha have taken a step back and they have gone, what do I need on my motorcycle? What is going to make it the bike that's going to go everywhere? And to me, I think what they've done is nailed the suspension, they've nailed the power and weight delivery, and they've nailed that riding position. But what they've done is done it in a way without all of the fluff. So when I say fluff, I'm talking about the technology. This bike doesn't have all of the latest technology and crammed with, you know, computer chips and electronics. It has the bare bones, the no thrills. So the way I kind of like to describe it is the Range Rover, Land Rover Defender of off-road adventure motorcycles. It's raw, it's rugged, it hasn't got all the technology. You are going to have to ride it, but it is going to be a damn good time and it will go everywhere. And that is the Tenere 700. No frills, rugged adventure riding. We all know that the Defender's been popular, and I think this is a very, very good motorcycle option if you are wanting to be able to go from the on the road, the off the road, on the road, off the road, hit the rivers, hit all of that terrain. This is the bike. So let's get down into some of the details. It is a 689cc motorcycle. When I first started riding it, I thought on the road, maybe I don't have quite enough power. But what I quickly realized is when you go off-road, it has the perfect amount of power. So you've got all the power to have fun, to really be able to open it up on the twisties. But when you are then in a quite technical off-road environment, it's a little bit softer and more friendly, which is really good for confidence. It's going to help you stay in the comfort and not the danger zone of riding. So I would say it's got the perfect amount of power. We have the KYB 43mm upside down suspension on the front with 210 millimeters of play. And then we have the Satch's rear monoshock, which has 200 millimeters of play. What that means is that you've got great absorption of all of the bumps on and off road. I felt that this machine has been really smooth on all of the terrain. So they are 282mm, 245 on the back, and with motorbikes in the background, that's what you get when you're out here playing with bikes. With the Pirelli tyres on them, I found absolutely incredible braking confidence. The Dainese Expedition Master is all about helping you progress your training and your riding both on and off road. And the technique that we've been learning this week in regards to braking on road corners has been incredible. But I think the most important thing there is that these tyres have given me the confidence with the grip, with the superb braking of the machine, to actually be able to progress my riding in a really exciting way. Okay, the all important question everybody asks is how tall is it and how heavy? So it's 205 kilograms. As I've said, it's quite a stripped down machine. It hasn't got all of that technology, and that's very apparent in the 205 kilogram weight. It is a lighter bike in the category. Okay, then we have the seat height. Now the seat height, there's two things that you really need to factor here. First of all is the height, which is 880 millimeters. They do have different seat settings, so I believe the rally version is actually a little bit higher and you've got options there. But the key thing is actually the standover width, and it's quite a narrow bike, which means even with the 880 seat height, it's really easy to reach the ground. I'm 169 centimeters and I can reach the ground, not flat-footed, on tiptoes on both sides, no problem at all. With the lighter weight bike, the 74 brake horsepower, it just feels really light and agile. So the Tenere is powered by a 689 CP2 4-stroke, and it has pretty good torque delivery. I haven't felt like I've been underpowered at all. As far as the controls, they're exactly as you would expect. One little gripe from me is that you can adjust the brake lever, so for the little hand, but you can't adjust the clutch lever. I haven't had any issues with that, but it's worth mentioning. You do have a rally style fairing. It gives you a tiny little bit of wind buffering. It's nothing like the bigger adventure bikes as far as that wind buffering, but it does give you something. But you can't have a rally style adventure bike and expect, you know, the full road tourer capabilities. You have a little display on it, which is actually on a vibration mount, which means it's quite smooth and visible as you're riding along. All of the obvious things on there, like clocks and mileage, etc. One gripe I have with this bike is that to put it into off-road mode, which is effectively turning the ABS off, because remember, it's not full of technology, it doesn't remember that you turn the ABS off. So if you're riding off-road and you turn your engine off, every time you turn it back on, you've got to turn ABS off. And that is actually a little bit annoying, especially when you're racking up the mileage like we are now. And in a place like Sardinia with Dainese, you're wanting to stop all over the place to take photos because it's epic riding. Okay, so I would say I really like this bike. I really like this bike. If you are wanting to go on an adventure, have some rugged fun, have a bike that is going to let you have a really darn good time, but not do it all for you, this is the bike to have. It's a huge thumbs up for me. I've had an absolutely fantastic time out here with Dainese. Sardinia is one worth coming for if you like your adventure biking. So anyway, I'm Vanessa, the girl on a bike. Please hit like, hit subscribe. Pop your comments below. Have you ridden the Tenere? Are you thinking of getting one? Let me know, and thanks so much for watching. That's it from me here in Sardinia with Dainese.